I wasn't born female. I was born a male. I am something in between. And the longer I transition, the further along in my transition I get, the more I understand I am something in between. And I will always be. We can be deluded about what we are. We can pretend like we don't have male bone structure in our hands. I can pretend like I don't have a size 14 and a half women's foot. Yep, I do. Is it hard to find love? Yes. I spent many nights alone, crying myself to sleep because who's going to love someone like me? When I hold a guy's hand, half the time, my hands are bigger than his. I worked on cars, I raced motorcycles, I swung a sledgehammer, I did all the things that guys do for 42 years of my life. Never wore sunscreen. My hands are shot. Are they soft? Yeah. But do they look like guy hands? Yeah. Is there anything I can do about it? No. I will never have the hips of a woman. Naturally, my pelvis is narrow. It's a male pelvis. Without surgery, and the way the world views you is going to drastically change. These are things that nobody talks about, and you must
skipped it. Sorry, I skipped
about it. No. I will never have the hips of a woman. Naturally, my pelvis is narrow. It's a male pelvis. Without surgery, I will never have that hourglass figure. I will always have this bone structure. And there is nothing I can do about it. This journey right here for you, it's not going to get easier. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. All of your problems are going to get 100 times worse.
See?
Your emotions are going to get worse. Your ups and downs are going to get worse. The way you view the world is going to change, and the way the world views you is going to drastically change. These are things that nobody talks about, and you must be okay with that, and you must understand that it's not an escape, and it gets harder. But here's what I can tell you. In the process, I have learned to completely and utterly love who I am on the inside. I love this. I love me. And I'm happy as me. Would I trade this experience I'm having now for anything? Absolutely not. This right here, this is me. 16.
And that's my point. You know what I mean? Now that you said all that shit, the emotional shit, let's get to the logical shit about it. Is it feasible? Is it feasible? And the reality is, for most people, it's not. Ugh. The reality is, for most people, it's not. Like I said before, like I got these glasses because they're big as hell. And it's a little bit of euphoria for me. But, nah, man. Not at all. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and probably give me a drink. I don't like drinking during the daytime. That's really what the problem is. I don't like drinking during the daytime. I like drinking during the night because it helps me sleep, and I feel way more better when I drink during the. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I'm confused. Didn't kids get off at like 3? Anyways, so yeah. So much ridiculousness. It's just, I don't know. That feeling is like complicated right now, but you have to learn how to cope with it. So I think the best thing for me to do is just, it's not gonna be set in stone. So just gotta keep on moving. Just gotta keep on moving with it, and whatever happens, happens. You know. So I don't know. To let that shit out, you know what I mean? Talk to you guys, because whoever is watching this, you can tell by my view count, I really don't have a lot of people watching this channel. So, you know. And mostly people just watch it really for like, y'all really don't be watching my weed reviews anymore because I barely smoke weed now. But y'all do be watching, you know, my whatchamacallit, y'all do be watching my shit though. Y'all do be watching mostly my transgender videos. I think I talk about transgender things. That's what you guys mostly watch. I just don't know right now. You know, and it is what it is. It's just really frustrating because like it's the same bench I was sitting on. Not really the one over there I was sitting on, but essentially it's the same bench I was sitting on when I had told y'all that like my life, I didn't get my life in order and all this other shit. And months later, it's like you see a drastic difference, but realistically, if my mom keep me out of the house right now, I'd be homeless with no money and broke. Not completely broke, but not enough to get my own place. Then I'm supposed to sit here and wait on these other jobs. Whatever, man. What can you do? But I'm gonna go ahead and just guess I'm gonna head out, man. I really don't have anything else to say. Let's see if we can find some other videos or things. I think Gabby's daughter is like, I don't even know. She's something else. I think her daughter is like something else. But let's just like kind of goon over Gabby for a second here. And it's funny because she's in Dallas, Texas, and for some reason I kind of knew she was in Texas. Well, Instagram does that, you know. They do pair you up with people that are in your state or whatever. But look how hot Gabby looks in this picture. Can you even see that shit? See how hot she looks? I don't know if you can see her or not. Golly. Super hot. She's hot, bro. She's hot. Even with her big ass so-called man hands and all that shit. Shit. More because she can grab more with that shit. Goddamn. 18-wheeler, you know what I'm saying? Optimus Prime looking ass truck. Almost like playing jazz music and shit. Loud as hell in that bitch. Yeah. I think she's hot. You know? But, like I said, is she attracted to herself as a woman? I don't think that's what's going on. I think she's just a transgender woman who maybe have started that way because that's what she was, you know, conventionally, made to do. But anyways, what the fuck? What do we want to look at now? I'm gonna just look up shit. I'm gonna go to YouTube first because I like YouTube a little more easier. I don't think it has any reaction videos to talk about here. Let me see this right here.
So excited to try this Catch Beauty IPL hair removal device. IPL stands for
I'm in a bit of a mood today, ladies and gentlemen. Things go on in life, so pardon me while I rant. Pardon me while I rant. Have you ever thought about the fact that, like, you were put here on this planet, and then you have to, like, pay to stay? We were put here on this planet, given life, given this amazing planet, surrounded by everything we need to survive and thrive and have a great life, and then we've set up a society where we have to pay to stay here. We have to pay. You know what I mean? We have give up our time, our energy, our freedom to make money so we can pay to stay here.
I can't show you the whole thing because it's too long.
You know, all kinds of bills and things arise. People have to spend their money. They don't care. If you don't have the money, you don't get the stuff. Do we have the healthcare advances in the technology in healthcare to probably keep most people alive for way longer? Yes. But if you ain't got the insurance or you ain't got the money, are we going to do this stuff for you? Are we going to let you come into our hospitals, come into our medical facilities and get this treatment? No. Could we save your life? Yes. Are we going to? No. Why? Because you don't have the money. You don't have the money. You got to figure out a way to make the money, and then you can have access to all this stuff that was freely put here for all of us, by the way. You know, when the trees were put here, there wasn't no, names on it. When the water's put here, there's not names on it. You know what I mean? It doesn't. A water molecule doesn't say property of this corporation.
See, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about Rastafari. Rastafari pretty much is like that. It's on some hippie shit. Yeah, but at the same time, it is what it is. So you have to ask yourself, like, why the fuck do people want power? It's really just because people want to be able to utilize other people when they want them. And also, when things are fair, you actually have to work hard for things. People that have power don't want to work hard. People that have power don't actually want to work and do anything. So they look at poor people like they're stupid or lazy because they didn't want to fucking do extra shit. But because they're already doing more shit. But the only upside of that, once you maybe get a degree or something like that, right, type shit, it's like you will actually be working less. And so it's a good investment. But in a world like that, you have to be realistic. That's too fairy tale. The reality is you're probably fucking somebody else over. That's why you have a higher position. That's why you have a higher status and make more money. And that's what makes you realize that they do that shit to keep people under their thumb, so they will never overthrow them.
Well, this stuff is money for everybody, but in our society, if you can't come up with the right amount of money, you don't get access to it. What if that means I starve? What if it means my kids are unhealthy? We don't care. Now, this is what makes it really crazy. The system is rigged.
That's what I was talking about this whole time.
So that you won't make enough money.
Exactly. That's what I'm dealing with.
If aliens came from another planet, if the aliens are real, the reason they probably don't stick around is because they see what we got going on, they can understand. It does not compute. I promise you on the planet Zarthon, they got a totally different system. It ain't this.
I was watching the Lyrians yesterday. The Lyrian starseeds.
If I get pumped,
Line of Judah.
Like, this cannot be real. If the system's set up, you got to make enough funds or you cannot survive in the manner conducive to human survival. That's bad enough. But then also, you got to realize the system is rigged. If you can't get the coins, we can't help you. And oh, by the way, we've set it up so you can't get the coins.
See, we set it up so you can't get the coins.
We have set it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, why it's so hard to get a fucking job nowadays? Why am I looking at Little Caesars? It's because they don't want me to get a job. That's why. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck.
So the people who already have all the resources.
And I can think like, okay, no, maybe it's me, maybe it's my maneuvering, probably. But the point is, it's like, yeah, but that's not really like the truth. It's not because I'm maneuvering in a proper way because like I'm stupid or something. No, I had to make that shit happen. I had to sneak my way through. I had to get my foot in the door and crank the door open and, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. And so basically what I'm saying is like, it's like, the Peaky Blinders, like, how did you get in here? So I snuck in this bitch, but I got in this bitch. Now all they're going to be trying to do is get you kicked out. And that's what happened to me. When they found out I was black, they tried to do it, but that's too broad. They can't do that shit. But then when they found out I was trans, that's when they really tried to do that shit. And so now I'm just getting hated on because I'm a fucking healthy, well, I wouldn't say I'm not healthy, but I'm overweight. At least 150 pounds overweight. I'm a moderately healthy I don't think I'm healthy, honestly. I can't even really run, so I would say like I'm just a good-looking young adult. You know what I'm saying? And being a big, tall, dark, and handsome young man, you know, motherfuckers got a problem. People hate on me, and I create too many enemies. And I don't have real friends. Any friends I have, they just want to utilize. So they trying to do a sneaker league. You know. Anyways.
We have set it up so the people who already have all the resources also get all the money while you do all the work. So please know we care about you. Stop, like it's. But we really care, and that's why we come up with all these products and goods and services that you can't afford. Come on, man. Like I said, I got no answers in this video. I've got lots of videos where we talk about answers. This is just a rant, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy.
And he's drinking Fuji fucking water, and I drink water from the tap. You see what I'm saying?
Myself included. I'm in the weed. We just accept it.
People got some good looking glasses, but
we all know all this stuff here is put here for. I don't think there's anybody.
And I had to get my shit on Memorial Day. Not Memorial. Labor Day. So they had a Labor Day. Then I got a little bit of insurance, Labor Day sale, and payment plans, just so I can get these glasses. But all good for it. I got it, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing in this bitch. You know, it's just trying to figure out different ways to get what I need. You know, because it's like they're not gonna do it for me. You know, I'm gonna have to sit here and really like see if I can somehow get a car through certain types of different ways. I know about car notes and shit like that, but still, like, you still gotta have money. People still want to get paid.
Hardcore, greedy scumbag. I don't know. You know what I mean? When I look around, I don't. My first inclination isn't to take.
You free gift.
Oh no. You know what I mean? My first inclination is I want everybody to appreciate and use all of this and have access to everything. I see homeless people, I'm not happy that I got a roof over my head and they don't. I want them to have a roof over their head too. See starving people around the world, not happy about that. I want everybody to eat. I feel like that's most people's first inclination. So why, if the majority of us feel that way, is it not that way? Why, if it's human nature to have community and tribes and everybody take care of everybody, why is it not that way now? What happened? What changed? We started off that way.
Divide and conquer. They want everybody to fight each other and shit.
Everybody had access to everything.
Fucking Joker in The Dark Knight when he was like, we're having tryouts.
Yeah, there might be some outliers. There might be some people who did really crazy stuff. They kicked them out the tribe, whatever. But as a whole, like, everybody was part of something. Everybody took care of everybody.
So you know what I'm saying? So how about fucking insane?
But you were born into, in the beginning, a situation where you had a group and you had access to resources. You're hungry, you go down to the river, you fish. You go out, you hunt, you gather berries. You want clothing, you make it out of, straw or thatch, or I don't know, or animal skins, you know what I mean? You need a house, you built one. You cut some trees down, you made a house. You got mud, made bricks, made a house. See how simple that is? You take the stuff that we were all freely given, and we all use it so that we all can enjoy life, have the things we need. What happened? Why? I know it's greed and power, hunger for power, but
it's more than that.
The average person, I don't think, is that greedy. The average person is that hungry for power. So how has the minority group of greedy, power-hungry people turned us all into, mindless lemmings that go along with their sight? Why does this happen? Why did it happen? Why do we allow it to happen? And when is the day going to come when we say enough is enough? I do believe that day is going to come. If you look back throughout history, when things get too crazy, people no longer along with it. As long as people think that there's the potential for them to be able to make it, even if the odds are way stacked in their favor, if you dangle that carrot to where they can see it, they'll chase after that carrot. Once the carrot gets so far away they can't see it, they stop them. All throughout history. And I feel like we're actually getting to that point where more and more people are starting to say, I just can't make it. Or I know down the line, I know I'm one paycheck or half a paycheck or a quarter of a pay. I'm $20 for not making it. I don't see a future for me. I don't see a future for my kids.
And that's why people kill themselves.
I don't know what we're doing here. Why? What am I doing? If you don't get
that's why I try to kill myself. Because it's like, bro, fuck.
Well, they can raise their kids.
Situation
and they
where
think their kids can be financially
you're not
secure.
going to get nowhere.
People need to think
There's
that
a white
their
guy
children are going to be
out here,
better off than them.
In this area, he's been homeless.
I grinded out. I might have immigrated from another country.
He's been homeless for I know for a fact over 6 months. And it's like, there's different type of levels of homeless, but he's like on the streets, no clothes, fucking homeless.